CNBC story. Inflation speeds up in April as consumer prices leap 4.2%, fastest since 2008. Now, when you read this story, this is the highest rate of inflation over the past year, jumped from 4.2 to 4.2 from 2.6% the prior month, highest since 2008. Senior Federal Reserve officials who are supposed to protect the U.S. from high inflation insist the increase is temporary. They contend inflation will subside by next year over the pandemic phase. Most people go back to work and global economy is largely recovered. Now, here's some interesting statistic based on this, okay, on what increased. Energy prices overall jumped 25% from a year earlier. 49.6% increase for gasoline, 37.3% for fuel oil. Then on top of that, this is the random weird statistic. Used car and truck prices, which are seen as a key inflation indicator, surged 21%.
No.
What the hell is used car prices going up 21%? Just in April alone, it increased by that little, lemon you're going to buy for $2,200 is officially $2,500. Okay,
Damn.
That the $10,000 truck you were going to buy last year, this year you're going to have to pay $12,200 for it, a used car. So, what's going to happen with this? Are the rates going to go up? Are they trying to kind of keep people calm where they don't want to scare anybody? Lumber prices alone have risen 124% in 2021. Once again, lumber prices alone have risen 124%.
What are they saying it's from, though? What are they saying it's
They're
from?
just saying it's just temporary. It's not because,
Based on what?
And copper, often as seen as proxy for economic activity, has jumped nearly 36%. By the way, houses here. You know what kind of houses people are buying that they're moving here from New York or other places? They're wanting to buy homes that have already been fully built. The tear downs, there's not too many tear down conversations.
Lumber's ridiculous.
Because of lumber being ridiculous prices, and you have to pay for it.
Right.
Exactly. Building costs going up.
And also in New York, you get a shoebox for $1 million. Down here, you're living the good life.
Yeah.
You are living a pretty good life at $1 million. So,
but New Yorkers, stay in New York.
Inflation.
No.
Ride the wave. Tough it out.
I don't. Here's the problem with New Yorkers, people from Jersey, people from the Northeast. You want to go to Florida because you feel safer. You want to go to Florida because the economy's better.
Yeah.
Okay, go to Florida, but don't bring your politics with you. Keep your politics up there. Don't come down here.
That's hard to do.
And try to vote the same way, think the same way, because thinking the same way isn't what changed Florida. Your politics in New York City is far different than what's going on in Florida.
The politics in New York City is why you're leaving New York City.
That's exactly right.
Right. So
either keep your ass up there, or come to Florida. But you better start voting differently, because otherwise you're going to turn Florida into New York.
Bernie, why are all these guys from New York? Why are they coming to Florida? Why aren't they going to Alabama? Why aren't they going to the lovely state of Mississippi? Southern states, South Carolina sounds
because they'd
great.
be living in a fucking country with a bunch of sheep.
You were in Addison, you were miserable hanging out with your two cats more than any other cat.
Not miserable with the cats, man. Don't bring the cats
two
into
little
this.
cats of yours, man.
Yeah.
So,
Bernie, I have a question for you before we move on, because you said you got a lot of love down here. You were walking the streets of Boca. Hey, Bernie, hey, Kamish. Who are the people that are giving you love? Hey, Bernie, good to see you. And who are the people like, hey, you fucking Bernie, get the hell out of here?
Oh, yeah.
What's the difference?
You get those far and few between, but when you get them, I'll tell you a quick funny story. I was crossing Madison Avenue. My little girl, who's now 18, she was about 2 years old. This is after 9/11, after Giuliani and I leave office. I'm crossing Madison Avenue up around Nello's, around 61st Street.
Nice area.
I'm crossing the street, and there's a guy walking across. He's like your age. He's walking across the street facing me, and he goes, Kerik, right? You Kerik? I said, yes, sir. And at the top of his lungs, he goes, you're a dick! You're a fucking dick! He starts yelling in the middle of the street, and everybody's like, whoa, what happened? Who's this guy? So you get...
And it was Bill de Blasio.
Probably his kid. you get those kind of people that are complete lunatics. But for the most part, everybody's nice. But down here, when I'm in Palm Beach or Boca or Fort Lauderdale, I'm telling you, I think it's like a sixth borough of the city, because everybody's like, hey, Commissioner, how you doing? Hey, Commissioner, hey, Bernie, hey, what's happening?
You're
all
in the
here.
Mecca. I mean, especially Boca. Boca's like the Mecca of New York and Jersey.
I think they just lifted up somewhere up there and brought it down.
Yeah, and it's going to be more because of what's going on with New York. This is not going to slow down. I can't tell you the numbers because but last night, you weren't at the house. You were over there. I'm in the process of buying a house right now. Okay, we made a few offers, but this one's gone far. I get a call from my realtor yesterday saying, this guy's willing to pay you XYZ dollars. I'll say it once the house closes, then I'll reveal the information so people can know about it. My realtor's telling me, let this guy buy the house from you. I said, I haven't even bought the house yet. Yes, but legally this is your house because you're in contract. He wants to buy the contract from you, and he wants to pay you this much. I said, how much? So my wife says, babe, it's a big number, but please say no. Babe, it's a big number, but please say no.
Because she don't want to go through the process again?
She doesn't. It's because she's pregnant. We got what, 5 weeks left? June 21st. We got 6 weeks left for the fourth baby to come up. So life is very busy right now. But the point is, guys are coming in here. They're saying, look, what is the asking price? I'll give you $2 million more. I'll give you $3 million. Just let me get this place. Because it's the bidding war today in Florida is insane.
Okay, so that being said, what do you think in a year from now, a year and a half from now? You think the bubble's going to burst?
Not in states like Florida, Texas, Tennessee, Nevada. It's not those states.
Really?
Texas is going to listen. Texas is going to keep blowing up. Florida's going to keep blowing up. Tennessee's going to keep blowing up. Nevada's going to keep blowing up. There's certain states they're not going away.
Why Tennessee?
Taxes, lowest taxes in all of America. Lowest taxes in all of America.
I'm actually going to Tennessee.
I lived there for 2 years. It's one of the best places to raise a family. And
it's not like country bumpkin. Nashville.
No,
fun,
they got all sports. I mean, Nashville especially. You can go live in a nice place, Brentwood, Nashville, which got $10, $15 million, $20 million homes. You can go get a $250,000 home and be right outside the city.
Could you imagine a $20 million home in Nashville?
It's a palace.
I was going to say,
it's a palace. So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.